good evening, traders from across the globe, and welcome to the 1516th edition of Short-Term Trading Live with O.Carboni. Good evening, traders. Tonight's video, again, the 1516th installment of these educational videos, is coming to you on a Wednesday night for trading Thursday, September 8th, 2016. Before we start speaking about the topics on this board, you must know that futures trading is extremely risky, causes substantial financial loss, is not suitable for all traders. You know, these markets are getting volatile again. The summer is over. You're going to start to get a lot of movement. It gets expensive to be wrong. Put your stops in, kids. Risky game out there. All right, so what do we got going on? Green Omni for the Russell 2000, for the emini S&P, maybe for soybeans. You know, there's a couple of commodities out there that look nice. We'll talk about them in a moment. But I do have to go with buying the dips. I think the Russell looks fantastic. In fact, Russell 2000 behaving exceptionally well and taking the other indices with it is my view when I look at the charts. Gold. Gold might be flagging again. Little flag, but it may be telling us something. I'll show you that in the chart segment in a moment. The 200 bar moving average and some of the commodities. I've noticed a few commodities. I'm only going to show you maybe two this evening, like soybeans and crude, but a lot of interesting happenings around the 200 bar moving average right now. Interesting for two reasons. One, whenever a market gets near a 200 bar moving average, usually something starts to take place, so that in itself is interesting. But fund managers just getting back from summer vacation, looking for something to do, commodities bouncing off the, what I like to call the fund managers blue light special. You know what I mean? You got things bouncing off the 200 bar moving average and fund managers coming in looking for something to do. I think we got something there, right? At least something to look at. I find it interesting. I'll show that to you in the chart segment. Omniacs who are coming out to Omni Camp. I'll see you cats in, about 72 hours, maybe less? My goodness, I can't wait. It's going to be great. 48 hours somewhere in there. It depends on when we actually meet. But come on into Vegas, get yourself settled, and I will see you on Friday morning. It's going to be great. All right, traders. Let me show you the charts. Live with Oscar.com is where you'll find me in a free live trading room. Come join me. Don't trade alone. Join us in our free trading room. With no further ado, let's go look at some charts. Traders, the Russell 2000 daily bar chart. Look at this wonderful Oscarism known as the F flag that we've been in. And it looks like it's just going to continue higher. It looks fantastic. Now, here's what I just noted today when I was doing my homework. You know, after you hit the bottom, you didn't stop until you get back to the top. So we hit the bottom here. Maybe we got a little more to go, right? There's a lot of points in the Russell, believe it or not. Might not look like a lot, but that's a very nice trade if you can catch that. So it looks like the Russell wants to go higher, and maybe it'll break out above the line. Who knows? I know we haven't been effed. As long as we've been in this flag, let's stay with it, and we'll see what happens. So Russell looking great, pulling the other indices with it. Then we have the gold. Remember I showed you the gold chart? None of this existed. And I said gold couldn't possibly go much lower. Then it'll rally back up, and I've got a reason why, and I'll teach this to you at OmniCamp this weekend. An old friend has come to visit. Well, that has worked, but look what's happening now on the way back up. I'd call this a flagpole, and I'd call these little guys a little teeny flag building right there. And if that's the case, away we go. And if we break out up here, I will give you an actual projection for this whole ball of wax right here. Let's see it break out first. We're keeping our eyes on it. We would be buyers of dips if we get above that line for tomorrow. And we're looking at soybeans. Now, the 200 bar moving average. Here it is. When we hover around it in soybeans, it appears it means something. It's very meaningful. 200 bar moving average comes into play here. Boom, big drop. 200 bar average comes into play here. Boom, big rally. Here you hold. Nice fat rally. Comes back down. Now we're back above it. As of the settlement on Wednesday, we're back above that average. Interesting. I want you to keep your eye on it. I'm certainly a buyer of dips. Omni, I should say, is a buyer of dips here. This could be, of course, a little head and shoulders. but it's a little one for now. We'll worry about it if it develops a little bit bigger, if it starts to turn into something. I say for now, I like to use this chart for the 200 bar moving average, negating anything else you see right here. So let's see where that goes. 1 day at a time there in your beans, buying the dips. And the same look in crude. And once again, dynamics. When you get anywhere near the 200 bar moving average, there's dynamics that take place. Here, boom. Here, boom. So here we are. We just got above it 1-2 days in a row now in crude. I say that's interesting. Keep your eyes on crude as well. The power of the 200 bar moving average, dubbed the Fund Manager's Blue Light Special. I will see you all at livewithoscar.com. So traders, there it is, my technical argument for why I put this stuff on the board and stood here and talked about this crap in front of you. That's my reasoning. We'll see what you think about it. I can say this about my reasoning. I've been doing this since 1982, since I'm 18 years old. I have worked my fingers to the bones. I put more time in this than anyone I've ever met. I'm pretty well damn qualified to stand here and teach this to you. I assure you, I am more qualified to teach this to you than 90% of the people who are out there trying to teach things they don't actually know. Many years on the trading floor, many years involved in this business, many testimonials to prove what the Omni can do for us. Oscar's Market Navigational Indicator. Come join us, join the forces with the Omni, become an Omniac. I'll see you at livewithoscar.com. Remember, traders, this is a very emotional game, and emotional decisions lead to very poor trades usually. So try to keep your emotions out of this game. One of the best things I can tell you to do is say this exercise to yourselves every morning, every afternoon, every evening, and you know what that is. Stops are in. Emotions are out. Rock and roll, livewithoscar.com. I will see you there. Futures trading is risky and can cause substantial financial loss. We do not claim or guarantee that you will profit from the information provided.